You've been watching me for a while, you've known that I kind of thought the iPhone 7 was overhated. Just for the fact that it looked a lot like the iPhone 6 and 6S, I thought it had more added features than any regular refresh. If we compare the upgrade from the 4S to the 5 or the 5S to the 6, I still think the iPhone 7 had more changes. But since none of them were physical, no one cared and everyone hated on it. Especially the lack of headphone jack. With all these new iPhone 8 or Edition rumors, I figured, hey, maybe we have a chance for people to actually be excited for an iPhone again. Why was I thinking that? Then the latest leak confirmed that the fingerprint scanner might actually be underneath the display. That's revolutionary technology. It's never been done before. I thought, man, if they can pull that off, what are people gonna complain about? Like, that is unstoppable. Android can't even pull that off yet. But then, of course, I remembered when Venya Geskin uploaded his iPhone 8 hands-on dummy video that was on YouTube trending for quite a while. Of course, I watched it and saw all the comments on there, and I remembered that just because a phone is made by Apple, it will be hated on regardless of how interesting it is. Like, there's nothing Apple can do to stop the haters. Given the overwhelming amount of dislikes it got, as well as all of the top-rated comments in that video, they all just made me cringed. And it reminded me of what life was like for me on YouTube back before I had an audience and a voice. One of the reasons I started making tech videos was because so many of these Apple haters drove me absolutely mad because none of them made any sense and seemed to live in kind of a fantasy world. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of go back to those days and be the defense lawyer for Apple Incorporated. I'm going to read through as many of these hate comments as I can and either debunk them or just send all the hate right back at them. Let's begin, shall we? So as of the stats of recording this video, it has 4,000 likes and 13,000 dislikes and 2 million views. In other words, the iPhone edition is like the Ghostbusters trailer. As in, people don't like it, but probably for different reasons. Now, the uploader, iVenuWay, has pinned his comment at the top that says, this iPhone update is massive, new features list below, and he goes on to list 8 new features they're adding that are all very great, like a full front 5.8-inch OLED display, Touch ID under the glass, wireless charging, 3D front-facing cameras, IP68 water resistance, and you guys know this list. Well, let's go into the actual user comments, shall we? If the next iPhone looks anything like this, then I will switch to the Google Pixel 2. Oh, okay. You know, so keep in mind, the first Google Pixel came out after the iPhone and was lacking about 5 things that the iPhone did. But hey, you got me, it had a headphone jack. You get that, except it's on the top. Also, was competing with Samsung at the time, no wireless charging, even though it had glass on the back, which we all thought it would be used for. Nope, fingerprint scanner on the back, which is also not as user-friendly as having it on the front like this iPhone edition will. Did not have optical image stabilization, a dual camera, stereo speakers, or any type of waterproofing. Not even IP67, which the iPhone has, which came out before the Google Pixel. Doesn't have expandable storage. Okay, neither does the iPhone, but the Galaxy phones do. Why don't you say you're gonna buy that? Also, your Google Pixel and Pixel 2 do not have headphones included with the purchase, even though you will be paying $800 to $900 for your smartphone, and enjoy that freakingly large chin on the bottom with absolutely nothing there. So much wasted potential, and I'm sure the Google Pixel 2 will piss me off even further. So go ahead, burn your money, and enjoy your Pixel 2. Chris Hansen. Next comment. After Steve died, there hasn't been a single revolutionary upgrade or release from Apple. Okay. So the Apple Watch isn't revolutionary. You know, it's the top-selling smartwatch of all time. It has incredibly high customer satisfaction, some of the most accurate health data recording technology on any wearable. It can track irregular heartbeats and tell you if someone's about to have a stroke. It can help people lose weight with closing those activity rings. You have all different methods of tracking your active calories being burned, even in a swimming pool. And the next generation of Apple Watch will be able to check your glucose levels if you're a diabetic. None of that matters. All of which came out after Steve Jobs. What about AirPods, huh? That simple, easy to use connect feature, because all the third-party Bluetooth headphones can't figure out how to make a seamless connecting process to your phone. Apple makes the W1 chip, makes you press one button to set up your Bluetooth headphones, and then they sync wirelessly between all of your Apple devices. They have incredible range. They have 5 hours battery life, yet they're so tiny they don't have a single wire connecting them. You transport them in a very portable, tiny case that charges them while they're in it, and the battery life on those AirPods can last 3 to 4, sometimes 5 days. That's not revolutionary. Oh, something besides AirPods, EarPods. Do you guys remember that EarPods themselves, the redesigned Apple headphones, those came out after he died? Yeah, so do you prefer that old big circular headphones that sound like crap? You prefer that style that the Steve Jobs era was part of? Because EarPods was a post-Steve Jobs invention. You know what else was? A fingerprint scanner. I don't recall there being many fingerprint readers before the iPhone 5S, which also came out after Steve Jobs' death. Also, remember when iOS 7 came out and completely changed the design scheme of everything on Apple? Also came out after Steve Jobs' death. So the iOS as we know it today, that's minimalistic and clean, not Steve Jobs' idea. But of course, hey, no one cares about software. Software is an innovation. Who cares about that? It's not like Apple made any cool software and that's why people bought the products. No, it was obviously because of the great specifications. That was sarcasm. I was being sarcastic. I feel like I have to clarify that on the internet because a lot of people in the comments still just don't get it. With AR camera and 3D pictures, this phone is the newest in technology, only to be beaten by the 3DS, which came out in 2011 and wasn't made to take pictures. Okay, yeah. The 3DS. The 3DS has better technology than this. Yeah, of course it does. Also, 3D pictures? You completely misunderstood what Venya Geskin was saying when he said 3D front-facing camera. That's not saying that you can take selfies in 3D. It just means you'll have portrait mode. You know, that really cinematic mode you can have on iPhone 7 that makes your photos look amazing, that you can only get on the 7 Plus and not on the 6S or 6. You can do that both ways with this phone. Why would you need a 3D selfie? It's also for security and unlocking features. You think the 3DS did that? No, I don't think so. There's not some shot on 3DS marketing campaign. Also, Nintendo, you suck. Don't care about the Switch. Go ahead, dislike, I don't care. Phones shouldn't be more than $300, but you idiots keep giving them $700 to $800 for them. Okay, first of all, more than that. The only thing they do is just add stupid gimmicks so they can justify the price. Maybe it wouldn't be as bad if they at least offered another version without gimmicks. iPhone SE, that's kind of the basic smartphone that's got premium stuff. The only things they would need to keep is the chip, the screen, the size, the camera, and the waterproof. That's it. Okay, so also, bigger screens used to be a gimmick. Now we're used to it. Phablet-sized phones used to be a gimmick. Now we're used to it. Camera with premium features like telephoto lens and portrait mode, cinematic style. I love it. Those were all so-called gimmicks, sir. And that precious water resistance, hey, isn't on your Google Pixel. So stop praising it so much. They're removing more specs than they are adding more. LaMayo, what specs are they removing? The home button's not going anywhere. It's just on the display. Also, that's not a specification. The home button is a way of navigation. Also, how many features are they adding in this update? IP68, OLED, wireless charging, and then what did they remove with this one? They removed no, they kept lightning. They removed, what did they remove? What are you talking about? They removed horizontal cameras? Is that really all you got? Okay. 43 people liked that comment. 43 people. You should all be ashamed of yourself. Where exactly is the front-facing camera? Apple, I swear if you remove the front-facing camera, scribble-dooble, you know what dummy model means? It means it's not the official model, as in just because you don't see cameras on it doesn't mean the cameras don't exist. It just means this is a basic, non-functional dummy model. That's what it... Oh god. It's basically you saying that since the display didn't turn on in the video, there is no display. That's not how this... Oh god. Please, people, my goodness. Don't make a single bit of sense. They're about to be like, we've included an amazing, innovative, game-changing factor to the iPhone 8. Everyone, welcome the AirPods. They now will be available with every iPhone purchase, which starts at $1,000. Hashtag Apple cares about money. Okay, maybe I'm just a huge Apple sheep, but I didn't see the criticism in that. Because yes, it's gonna be $1,000, and yes, AirPods are gonna be included likely. That's what rumors are saying. But I feel like with the hashtag, MJ is criticizing the release, even though everything you just said sounds great. But 26 people liked it. I'm gonna go ahead and like it, actually. You know what? I'm okay with that. If the iPhone 8 has a battery and the durability of the Nokia 3310, then I'm sold. Yeah, I bet you're making this comment from a Nokia, because all of us still use that Nokia because it's durable and it has a great battery life. Have fun running Snapchat on that, you bunch of hips. The Nokia gets way too much praise because we're always like, it's so durable, but no one actually uses it or wants it. I guarantee you no one's gonna switch from an iPhone 7 or 6 to a Nokia. I would switch to a Nokia if I had a Google Pixel though. That's fair. Too bad the display won't feature Quad HD but Retina display. What's wrong with Retina display? Can you really see the pixels on that? You know what's funny is the Galaxy S8 has a quad display, but when you turn it on, it's not even activated. You have to go into the settings and turn on Quad HD because they know running it at Quad HD makes the performance not as good and the battery lower. I wonder how many people are using the Galaxy S8 right now who don't know that they're running it at full HD and not quad. And yet there's still people out there like Levron352 who are like, it's not Quad HD. It's like, hey, neither is your Galaxy. Gotta go into the settings to turn it on. Good luck, sir. Upjump says, I hate iPhone. Okay. So why did you why did you watch this video? Honestly, the best iPhone is the 6S. Past that is like, what the F are they thinking? Really? The 6S? That's your favorite? It's probably just because it's the last iPhone to have a headphone jack, but oh my god. You know, I think 30 years from now, we're still gonna have these people wanting a headphone jack, even when it's removed on everything. They would probably think a smartphone with 4 headphone jacks on it is the best smartphone of all time. If you had like 2 on the bottom and 2 on top, they'd be like, oh my god, revolutionary technology! This makes me sad. Apple, if you don't fix that, whatever that monster is, watch, you're not even gonna get one sale. They're not gonna get one sale, huh? Yeah. I'm sure you're right about that, Get Wrecked. Also, what exactly do you want them to fix? If you love your 6S so much, just don't buy a new iPhone. It still works. That's the thing about Apple products, they last a while. Your Android is not gonna last that long. Oh my god, they're not gonna get one sale. I wanna frame this comment so that when the unveiling happens for the iPhone edition, we can show him how many sales the iPhone edition gets. Like, can we have a ticker back here that's just like counting every pre-order they get? Oh my god. Look, there's about 20,000 tech YouTubers out there that are going to buy 10 of them each. 1 for using, 1 for drop testing, 1 for throwing in a volcano, and 3 for giving away. Good luck with your prediction, sir. I would bet $1 million, no, $10 billion on Apple selling more than one iPhone edition. I will owe all of that back to you if they don't sell. Now, you'll notice on stupid videos like with the new Surface Pro coming out where nothing really changed, those comments are all glowingly positive. On YouTube, at least, we have an incredible bias against Apple. That's why my channel exists. I want all of you Apple fans out there to know you're not idiots. All these comments want to tell you that you're dumb for making these choices. You are choosing the better product. You're choosing products that work and have a history of lasting long. Apple knows what the future is, and every other company is gonna keep doing what Apple does. They're just gonna wait until customers aren't mad about it, while Apple takes all the blame. So, please don't feel bad for liking the iPhone edition or any other Apple product. You're not alone, and you are correct. I still firmly believe Apple is the best tech company out there. So what do you think of these hate comments? Let me know in my comments below. This is your Apple Sheep here, and I will see you in the next one.